Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's a dreary day. Got a bunch of little stuff to do. Figuring things out. So I was here late last night. It was really quiet, and I could hear over here because there's some water in there. It's leaking where the valve stem goes in. So at least we figured out one flat tire. Still gotta figure out the chopper, so we're gonna get that. It won't start. Anybody think it's gonna start? Haven't done anything on it. I'm sure the battery's drained down. At least it's close to the barn. Well, we'll throw the battery charger on that. The other thing, I come home yesterday, and I really appreciate everybody with the 6155M comments as far as what some of it does, some of the tractors that people have. So I appreciated all those comments, read through a lot of that. Oh, the ant goes way out in the woods. So Mark decided to put it on the manure spreader. And what did I say? When tractors go on the manure spreader, it's all downhill from there. So it'll never be as clean as it was. Ever. Sad. We do have something coming for this for Christmas for him, so we'll see what that is. I wish it was GPS, but it's not. So yeah, he was moving heifer manure yesterday with it. He complained the 7320 doesn't have heat, which when the motor had an oil cooler issue and it pumped oil into the coolant, it blocked up everything, so it does have to come apart to get it heat. But we'll go get the truck started. Let's give it a go and see what goes on. I got the charger on. It does have to get cleaned out too. That's on my list of things to do. Oh, don't see anything dead in here right now, which is good. Oh. Nope. It's got to charge up. Yeah, I know there was a lot of comments about putting a disconnect on. That's on my list of things to do, and I gotta check the regulator. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of time to do things. 7520 is looking good. The bucket's on because I pulled the cap off and it's bent. I gotta straighten it. I do have it. It's got the blade on, so that's gonna be good to go if we get some actual snow. We got about 6 inches and it made this place a sloppy mess, if you can't tell. Driveway's a wreck. It's almost like we should get a bulldozer and grade it. Wait, we got a bulldozer. Yeah. Think the Mac will start, guys and girls? You think the Mac's gonna start? I do gotta clean chopper and this and that Mac, clean all the cabs out. Put some stuff in it. What do you guys use to keep? Yeah, see, never got cleaned out. Why is the seat so far forward? Who's driving this? Freaking corn in here. Granted, most of that's on me. I do have people that I hire to drive my trucks, but I gotta do my best to keep it clean. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. truck's really not starting, which is kind of obnoxious. I unhooked the batteries and everything. I'm going straight from the charger to the batteries, get them charged up, then hook them up. Just weird. I don't think this thing's gonna start. I gotta fix all my lights. I wish I never bent this end of the spout too. That would have been cool. I hit it on a tree this year. So I don't think it's gonna start at all. But everything gotta get cleaned out. The tractor's pretty clean actually. But I know this isn't clean. That truck isn't clean, and the other truck isn't clean. So it'd be sweet if I could clean it all out and get it all vacuumed up. This isn't too bad actually. Hey, there's the keys that we were looking for the other day. Oh wait, no they're not. No, that's not it. There are some keys. It does have a misty smell. Just enough to turn it over, nothing else. Well, hey, there's my mug. So, my picture is on Master's Choice seed calendar. For everybody who asks, we do have two-way small ones. We used to have two-way radios and everything, and became a pain keeping up on it. So maybe I'll splurge on the budget, get more better ones from Midland. But yeah, today's not going very well. We got dead batteries on everything. I knew this wasn't gonna start. It's got something, one of the batteries got a drain or something, or it's wore out. But all this just to clean up stuff. Just trying to keep things nice. This cab is a lot better than last year. So my big thing is I'm trying to keep mice from living in them and chewing on stuff. Granted, this doesn't have much that mice can chew on. Some wires, but not many. I don't know where Yanko went. I lost Yanko the other day too, which was a little scary. Almost had a heart attack at a farm. He wandered off and went down the road to the neighbors. And oh, there he is. And the construction guys at the house, because nobody was living there, put him in the kennel in the back because they didn't know who he was, keeping him safe. There's a lot of road traffic there. So when I was calling for him, he couldn't come back. Actually, the milk inspector for the co-op called around and figured out where he was. So it was getting just about dark, and I drove over, and there he was sitting in the back of a kennel. Nobody was there, so got pretty nervous. Right? We all got nervous. You were a goner. Now that it's starting to rain, we got everything up here. Let's get cleaning. Stuff I'm keeping. A lot of stuff I'm throwing away. Get the vacuum out. It's amazing how much corn silage gets into the cab. I really hope it doesn't actually start pouring. I got stuff to do today. But Mother Nature, that's how it's gonna be. I did get some kits. Yeah, don't need that. I did get some fire extinguisher kits and stuff like that. So roadside kits, which I'm actually pretty excited, from Granger. It took like 2 months to get it though. But hey, rake tooth. If you guys haven't done so, go back, watch some of the chopping videos. You'll see when I couldn't find that, and then I ended up finding it with Colburn. But got some spare belts here still. Got some seat belts. Got relay harnesses. These came out of the 7520. Got a GoPro mount. So gotta hold on to these. since I'm probably going to use them at some point to put some light bars on some things. I think pickup still in pieces, got a lot of parts in. A lot of negative comments in the other videos, but it's my decision of how I want to run that truck. So should be getting to the motor shop or the machine shop this week. I'm hoping I get everything in. And it is a mess in here because I took up all the space. But that's going to be fun because I'll show you guys the machine shop. And I think they'll still have our our broke crank out of the skid steer. And it is freaking raining now. All those guys who have nice, nice shops that you can pull equipment in, I'm pretty jealous of it. About everything I do is outside. In the winter, it is miserable. So, alrighty, I gotta hammer some of this out. Well, see how much I can get out without vacuuming it. That's nasty. Packed in the door there. I know this is the right tool for the wrong job. At least that's got a good little mat. Yeah, I know this is the wrong thing to, well, vacuuming, but there's a lot in there. So we'll blow it right out the other side. Well, that don't look too bad. Maybe we won't have to vacuum it. Maybe we'll just... Oh, we're hooked on the bumper. This thing needs a bumper this winter. Yeah. It's been stuck a few times. Look at all that. Got most of it. Probably have to vacuum this a little bit. Got everything in the boxes. Got some more radios. Gotta get them all home and make sure I have them all. So I think we just need a little broom and we'll broom all this. All this stuff might be a little challenging. Wonder where that went. Hopefully nothing important. So maybe we'll blow it back that way and see if I can get more out. Ooh, some electrical tape. Got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Gonna have to get a new seat top for this. The seat itself's nice, but this is getting worn out. Even though it's an OG Mac seat. Let's see if I can just blow a little bit of this stuff. Oop. Finding all sorts of little screws. Is that seat not actually attached down to that? Oh no. It's like welded or something. Slowed down raining, so that was a plus. Alrighty, I need two hands to do this to figure out holding you guys, but you guys get the idea. Got everything cleaned up well. Looking good. I figured out that I need to do a floor over there. It's rotted out. Kind of knew that was coming. So I got this cleaned up. Got to clean the dash still, but the biggest reason I brought this out, probably should sweep that off too. Biggest reason I brought this out was to get the other tire off, get that fixed. But I did get both of my roadside kits that I got from Granger. That took, I don't know, took the one like a month and a half, second one 2 months. Ordered them at the same time. So it's got a little peephole. You can see the fire extinguisher inside. There it is. Since at some point I really got to get inspection stickers. Yeah, especially if I'm doing my own thing. So we got some flares. We got the triangles. think that's pretty much it. Some flares and some triangles and a fire extinguisher all in a box, which is good. So then we got Tama. That's mother. So gonna line this back up. So we got one for each truck, even though they got that one's got a fire extinguisher already in it. Could always use more fire extinguishers, so gotta get some toolboxes on these rigs at some point. I think that's my winter project, one of them. Add it to the list. Get these in, call it good. Clean it up, get this one's out of the way. So I'll figure out what I want to keep in the boxes and what I don't want to keep in it. Drop a comment below, best thing to put in the equipment in the winter to keep the mice out. Dryer sheets, mothballs. Somebody told me Old Spice. Old Spice? No, Irish Spring. I don't know, some soap or something. So Pete Max said that. I'd have to look back. Drop a comment, because it's never good to have rodents running around chewing wires. All cleaned up in this office. Got that tucked right in there. Got the blocks back in. Just gonna take my trash out. Rain's really picking up. I put my air fittings back in and bolts for the pump. Always need a permanent marker, Sharpie. I was running them there, but I might put them inside here. It holds them nicely in there for rattling around. Get my trash out. This is good other than the wheel. It's a freaking rainy day. All that snow is going to be gone for sure. How's that seat been? You've been sitting on it for the last 2 hours. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of snow, so it can all melt. I was hoping the rain would hold off a little longer, but nope. Yeah. Come on, baby. Give me some oil pressure. There we go. That's what gets me nervous there. I know it's got oil pressure, but it's getting a little low. That's why I'm figuring it's probably going to get freshened up. I got quite a few friends with Macs that are struggling to justify keeping them going because of the cost when you run them hard and you got to buy a camshaft for them, and, or something comes knock. So I think it's safer than just keep running it. So that's my plan. We'll see what goes on. This truck's been really, really good for me. So this is what really got me into doing anything as far as custom work for the farm. Really made me want to buy more equipment and keep going with it. So, you see the mirror folded in. We're gonna have to get some new tight things on there. It just wobbles around, does what it wants. So I tighten up this door. I'd really like to get a new piece of this because it cracked. The guys I got some rims from this fall told me if you look up RD models, yeah, I think you can still find those parts from Mac, so I might end up doing that. But it's a trooper. I'm 100% a trooper. Mac builds a hell of a vehicle, a hell of a truck. So everybody, Peterbilts and Kenworths, yeah, I couldn't imagine. I know people do take a Pete where we take this and beat on it. It works awesome for opening up fields. We gotta put a little tilt gate so we can fill that fuller, but yeah. Would be cool to get some AC in this. Red Dot makes the kit. I think it's like $2 grand by the time you're done. That would keep this thing a lot cleaner, having good air in it. So maybe at some point. I got a lot of things to do. It's hard justifying spending $2 grand on it when I bought the whole truck and tank for $4. Granted, since I've been into it, I did rear suspension, drive shaft, and I put this body on it. So yeah, we're into it for a lot more than 4. Drive shaft was 3,800 this spring. I knew it was coming at some point, so did that. The body was 5. I think it was 5. Yeah, 5 grand with running gear. Sold the running gear for 500. So I paid 4,500 for that, and then I forget what the suspension cost it. 2,200, 2,400 or something like that. So yeah, should be pretty good. We'll go park it out back and finish up that white truck. Kind of ideal truck for short runs. So you got reverse in all 5 gears. So you can boogie right along in 3rd gear reverse. Gotta get some air in my seat. I'm not that much of a cowboy. Only problem with this thing is it is super long. Turning really isn't that great. But once you figure out what it can do, you put it in the right spots. And I got a roof leak somewhere that I got to figure out at some point. I figure if I do that liner, I'll pull all this down and I'll see what it is. Gotta tighten up that door a little bit. Semi-trailer is. I think I just ran over a block of wood. Right up. Alrighty. Yeah, that always leaks if it's there. So let's look at kick it back into reverse. So yeah, you got reverse, you got neutral, you got low, and then you got high. So then you got 5-speed of that, and like I said, you only run low in first, and then you kick it back out. Something to do with bearings in it, or brass bushings instead of a bearing in it, in that low range that you'll eat up. That's what I was told. I really haven't looked up anything on this motor or this transmission, but I've looked up more on the white truck than I did on this because I put a pump in it. Got some fabric sheets. We're gonna put them in places like that hole. I don't really know where to put them. I'm just gonna put them places. Probably should split them in half. Yeah, I need 2 hands for that. But we're gonna put them places so that I don't have mice running around in here. Yeah, we'll just shove them places. I don't know how they work. What'd you find? What is that? I flattened your ball? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. That ball's pretty flat. my bad. Don't worry, people. He's got plenty of balls, though. Upgraded here. We got an air jack. Oh my god, that is so much nicer. Yep. We even got, where are we? Upgraded jack stand. I got two. I can never remember. Nope. Well, second try ain't too bad. If you don't run Milwaukee impact guns, you're missing out. I need a 3/4 or 1-inch one. As I smash it on the ground. I put your bed in the back, bud. Here, I'll show you. It's back there. Yep. There you go. He never really quite knows what to do with that bed. If we go to my parents' house, my sister's dog's got a bed in there. And he loves that bed. Here, he's like, not really sure what he's doing. Oh, why is that stuck in there? I gotta set you down. Hey guys. There we go. Kinda smells like, what's it smell like, bud? Alright, let's get this off. Trick with these, loosen them, then tap them, because they do hold pressure. You gonna do the tapping or the loosen? Neither? Okay. They already loosened. People who do tires for a living, especially big tires, I salute you. Something I do not envy. Didn't have to tap it. They were off not that long ago, so they did pop back off. Well, if you can see right there, there's some little bubbles. That's my issue. Even though the tire shop put a new one on, supposedly put a new one on, looks a little bent. We'll try giving it a tighten up. I do have a whole box. I don't know if I ever told anybody I bought all these Wix filters a long time ago. I do got a box somewhere with them all in it. I don't know where it went. Oh, right here. So, what I'm doing right now is this was what's going on in there. It just squeezes it down as you tighten it. So, I think we'll get a wrench that fits that size. And that's what actually seals it up. So I guess I need a wrench, something to hold that with. Hopefully, I can see this going badly. I can see this going badly that I don't get the tire back on, and then truck sitting in the driveway. Then we'll get creative. Oh, it was loose. We might be good there. There we go. I gotta find a cap, actually. There we go. Put that cap right on it. And let's get that slid right back over there. And not hit that valve stem as you pick it up, because I've ripped one of those out before. And that wasn't very fun. Why do I keep getting in the same spot? There we go. Gotta get that back out of there. Wow, I'm struggling. There we go. So, on today's episode of How to Struggle with a Tire, you all saw that. If anybody has a trick how to make these straight, I struggle on the rear tires and on tractors. I know in the tractors we put a can next to it, you spin it around and try to make sure it's straight. For the amount of driving I do, I'm not really that worried on this. On tractors it just looks like they're gonna fall off, so. Alright. Gotta pull that jack stand out. I like this. I don't know who. Jet screw jack. Made in China though. Everything's made in China. Brutal. That sure beats jacking it up. So, first time we've ever actually had an air one. Pretty handy. Well, I think we're pretty good. So, these tires were expensive, so it really bothered me that the one would leak down. I think they were like 1,300 bucks. I tried to find some slightly used ones because I'm a big fan of that. But I couldn't find any 12R 22.5s for steer tires because I wanted a little bit of extra height. But yeah, cab's clean, truck's clean. Look at that. Roadside kit's in. Everything's cleaned up. I guess that's gonna do it for today. So not much action, a little cleaning here and there, stuff not starting. Still got to do the chopper, but I'm definitely gaining, which is a good feeling now that the rain's slowing down. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure if you haven't done so, slide on over, like and subscribe. Yeah, it's been really good. As I said, the next video we're probably gonna end up going to the machine shop and seeing how that goes on. So have a good one.